What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a six-man blitz episode. We got a great episode for you guys today. Lots of stuff to talk about. Nico Harrison finally will pay for his crimes. The Bears got a dub. Just a lot of great content to talk about today. A lot of great topics. How you doing today, my guy, Mr. Ryan Wynn?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Like you said, Nico Harrison got let go, so I'm looking forward to walking through that piece so when we get to that point. But yeah, I'm ready to
Yeah,
go. I'm excited.
let's go. Now let's start off with our home team. The home team got another victory. What were some of your thoughts on the Bears Giants game?
One, Caleb got ice in his veins.
Yeah.
He all season he's been doing exactly what Bears fans have imagined our quarterback doing down the stretch. For the last 5+ years, I mean, Trubisky had one good season, but the last 10+ years, man, it's been chaos. And the
Yeah.
fact that we're able to go down and win games that have with our backs against the wall for the most part, man, it's been an honor to be a Bears fan this year.
I know, and it's like you got a little Mahomes in him, like the
Yes.
escapability, the clutchness. I think he right now he leads the NFL in like forced missed tackles by a quarterback. So he's different in the pocket, escaping that shit. So I mean, and this was a great defense we went against in terms of like getting after the quarterback, and they couldn't touch him once, they couldn't sack him once in the entire
They
game.
couldn't.
And you got Darnell Wright clapping motherfuckers.
Dude, what a pickup he was, man. Like the way that he's opening the holes, he's allowing like no pressures at all. He's embarrassing guys, pancaking guys. He's a demon. He's a monster.
I think he's honestly Ryan Poles' best draft pick. And as much as we hate on Ryan Poles, for obvious, clear reasons, he's had some hits. He's had some hits.
He has. He has. It's nice to see the team finally gelling together under Ben Johnson's leadership. I think we're in for a hell of a year this year, and man, the future is bright for the Bears fans and the Bears.
My thing is, I've been seeing a lot of people like between, two different sides. They either are like, the Bears are good, happy about the Bears, but then there's also people that are like, we barely beat the Giants. It took everything to beat the Giants. It took everything to beat all these bad teams we've beaten. So, in your opinion, where are you at with that? Are you happy about the 6-3 record, or are you more like we need to get clean things up for the next upcoming schedule?
At the end of the day, what matters most is getting a W. So it doesn't matter if it's by 1.3 points. Doesn't matter if we get a pick six to end the game. Like it's football, so you celebrate the wins no matter how ugly they are. So you never apologize for a victory in football. The teams are too good, too talented.
Especially now this year, like if anybody beats the Giants, they're happy as hell. In the NFC, you need to get these victories. I mean, you look at Minnesota losing this week, the 49ers losing this week. Now they're out of the playoffs. They're looking out of that on the outside looking in, and we're in the playoffs because we got to win like this right now if the season ends today. So just, yeah, however you can win these games, win them. And it's nice that this time around, Caleb was the reason we won the game.
Yeah, this was like that statement win under his belt. Like not only did he lead us down to the victory, like it was him that did it. Like
Yeah.
that, he ran in that touchdown on the sideline. Dude, that was dope, man. I was cheering, I was screaming.
The funny thing is, like, I was at the mall during the game and stuff. I was like following up with it, and it's like as soon as we saw like 20-10, it's like, all right, this game's over. I'm turning it off. I'm not paying. I'm not locking in. I'm acting like I don't care no more. Then these motherfuckers go turn up. But then just seeing Caleb will this team back, 14 points in like less than 4 minutes, like it was special, bro.
Yeah, it was dope to see, man. And at the end of the day, we need to thank the ball, man,
Yeah.
for not going for it on the goal line and kick the field goal and pretty much seal the victory for us. So thank you, sir. You the man.
And he it sealed his fate, to be honest. It's funny that the last couple coaches that have gotten fired for the Giants, after a Bears loss, they get fired. All
That's what
three of them.
happens. I mean, you're not supposed to lose to the Bears, I guess.
Looking at the Giants, what did you think about the firing for Brian Dable? Was it just due? Was it like, did he deserve to get cut?
It's hard to say. He's been getting evaluated over the last several years. The Giants have not been relevant. And I think he probably went to Jackson Dart a little bit too late. He wanted to ride, Russell Wilson, the veteran, and then throw Jackson Dart in a little bit later, and it kind of cost him. I think Jackson Dart would have won a couple more games for him and kind of secured his fate, his job. I personally think they probably should have given him at least one more year, but
I
it
think
at
so
the
too.
same time, it does. I think it does make sense if you are going to move on from him, you do it early so Jackson Dart can develop with a new coach and not have to keep bouncing around different leadership.
And it's kind of like the whole Bears situation. I mean, Eberflus, because like with Dable, they have like records. They're breaking records for losses and stuff. These close losses, it's continuously happening. But Dable really liked Dart. Dable was the one guy that really wanted Dart, and Dart likes playing for Dable. Dart is showing like the signs of being a mini Josh Allen, and you get rid of that guy that's building a lot of great chemistry with Dart. I mean, took the Giants to the playoffs. They won a playoff game, and this team, he hasn't had much to work with last couple years.
No, he hasn't. So that's why I think he probably should have got one more year. I'm looking forward to see who they go get, man. I'm gonna throw some out there. I know this will not happen, but I would love to see Rex Ryan go over there. Um, that crazy dude, man. I would love to see him in that locker room.
I need his ass off ESPN. His ass be crazy with the takes.
Yeah, he be snapping on people, disrespectful.
What are your thoughts on Dart though? How do you think his future's gonna be? I mean, he looks good this year so far,
Yeah, he has a super bright future. It looks like he might be the best quarterback out of that draft.
which I'm
Um,
surprised by.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the draft boards had obviously like early on, we're talking like when the college season was still going on, it was Cam Ward and Shador and Jackson Dart really wasn't even in the picture. I don't think anybody expected him to go to the Giants when he went as well. I think everybody thought if the Giants took one, it would be Shador, but he's been balling, man, passing well, taking care of the football for the most part, had a couple slip ups, but he runs hard, he scores every week. He's
Great
he's
aura,
has a
yeah.
great future. Yes, great aura,
I think, yeah, he's gonna
swag,
be
good
really good.
vibes.
Yeah, he's perfect quarterback for the Giants. The only thing is like his ass always getting hurt. He's like had his
Yeah,
fourth concussion this season, with the Bears game. Had he not gotten hurt, I mean, the Bears probably lose this game. Maybe I don't know. He was cooking us.
possible, but I guess we'll never know. So we'll take it.
I guess we'll never know. Let's move towards the rest of the NFL. Packers versus Eagles. What was your thoughts from Monday Night Football? This was kind of a tough game to watch. A snooze fest at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, what a boring game to watch, man. Like no offense at all. A ton of punts. Like just not really a great game to watch. But as a Bears fan, I mean, I love to see the Packers lose. So,
Me too. It was a
um,
good day.
I you know, I'm curious to see how both of these teams respond. Neither team. I mean, I didn't have the Packers in my top 10 heading into this week anyway, but neither team looked like a championship contender right now. Like you have to be able to score, and both teams have struggled to score pretty much all season. So just looking to see how they bounce back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The Packers offense looks very concerning. The play calling by Matt LaFleur. I'm seeing a lot of Packers fans are like calling for Matt LaFleur to be fired. And it's like a lot of teams would kill to have Matt LaFleur as their head coach.
Yeah,
A lot of teams would love to have LaFleur. But right now Jordan Love's not playing well. The Eagles defense looked really good in this game. Jalen Phillips, a new addition, had like 8 pressures, forced a game-winning fumble. But the Eagles offense, I mean, besides Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith a couple times, I mean, that offense really didn't move the ball that much. Um, it was 3-0 at halftime. Like, yeah. So both offenses are concerning. I don't know if the defenses are just that good. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? But I think this offense, for both offenses need to get things right before they have to play, the Rams or the Seahawks.
I just think that both offenses are a little bit too conservative, and I feel like a lot of teams are guilty of trying to wait to win a game. A
Yeah.
lot of teams are playing like try not to make mistakes. At the end of the day, I feel like you have to take shots and you have to take chances and you have to maybe go to a 2 minute offense early in the game and not wait till 2 minutes or a half. So I'd like to see these teams take a more modern style offensive scheme.
Mhm.
Like a Rams or a Chiefs. You know, more of that and less of what we saw yesterday.
I know they need to get this shit going. I mean, it's already 10 weeks into the season.
I
Both
know.
offenses. I think out of these two teams, so which team are you more confident that can make it to the Super Bowl? Probably the Eagles, right?
Yeah, I would say the Eagles. Though I'm not confident in either team going to the Super Bowl. If I had to choose one, I'd say the Eagles. The Packers just they're not who we thought that they were when the season started.
And that's great for the Bears. I mean, they're in third place in the
Awesome.
NFC North now. They're right behind the Bears in the playoff standings too. So this team looks very gettable for sure.
Yeah, and for the Bears fans, I think we all should be Eagles fans back to back weeks because the Eagles played the Packers this week and next week they got the Lions. So I'm an Eagles fan this week again.
Dude, and that's something I was gonna say too. Like the Bears have a shot to be first spot in the NFC North after this week because we got to beat the Vikings, which I think we can. Um, you were right about JJ. That his ass was cheeks against. We might have not been right about the final score, or was it like 5 points they won by, or
No, I
was
think the Ravens won by more than 5 points.
they won 27
Yeah, check
19
that out.
So yeah, they won 27-19.
Yeah.
So we would have been right
Spread was
about that.
4.
So I think JJ McCarthy, he threw for more than 50 yards passing, but he also threw 2 interceptions.
Good job, JJ. I'm so proud of you. You did
So
great.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, have you seen those alter ego videos about him? Like where he's like, when I'm in the zone, that's me. I'm 9. That's who I am.
Yeah, he's going he's he's just a totally different
Kind of
different guy.
cringy.
But man, as bad as the Ravens defense has been this season, I think you can't throw 2 interceptions to them and you have to you have to throw more than 150.
I agree. They're picking things up, but yeah, this is a defense that I think he should have been able to, get some success. So the Vikings, they move a couple steps forward, and they move backward. Let's get into some takeaways from week 10. What were some of your biggest takeaways?
I got a couple big takeaways, man. One of my biggest takeaways is I'm going back to this, but the Ravens they're going to the playoffs. Like I said, I'm super confident.
Yeah.
They got the dub and the Steelers lost. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I think this week, the Bengals and the Steelers play, right? This week? Okay, so
Let me see.
I think the Bengals can win that game.
Even with Joe, yeah.
I think they play, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
play
Even with I think the Bengals can win that game. And if the Ravens take care of business, I think the Ravens got like the Browns this week. So
yeah.
the path for them, I've never seen an easier path for a team that started like 1-5, like probably NFL history. So that's one of my takeaways. My second takeaway or biggest losers, what you like to call it, is the Raiders, man. Like,
It's a bad football team.
dude, a team put up 10 points and you couldn't win the game. Come
That's
on,
just
man. Like, what's up? You guys can't score 11 points?
and
11?
my thing is, that brings me to a takeaway I had. Bo Nix is buns. He's terrible. He's really bad, bro. Like this Broncos team would be
Oh.
undefeated. This is like one of the best defenses. Sean Payton's a phenomenal coach. He has weapons, and this team is barely winning games against really bad teams because of Bo Nix. It's obvious.
Yeah, it's funny because I was watching or listening to a podcast, and the podcast said that this is probably one of the most talented rosters like everywhere. They didn't do any trades before the trade deadline, and they were saying that that's because they're buttoned up at every single position except for one, and that's the quarterback position.
Get trade for a guy. I mean, you plug in any quarterback, like any quarterback that's fringe top 15, like in that spot, even like Caleb, Drake May, you throw them in there in Denver, they're winning the Super Bowl, bro. Just that's how good this team is. Bo Nix is just not that guy. I don't think. Um, and a lot of teams in the playoffs, they're gonna be happy to see Denver just because they know how good Bo Nix is. Like I guarantee it.
I will say this. I will say this. When the lights are the brightest and the competition is there, I mean he does come out and play. And this week they have the Chiefs, and this is pretty much a must-win game for the Chiefs if they want to make the
Yeah.
playoffs. So I'm curious to see how Bo Nix responds to that brutal game that we had to watch last week, I believe on Thursday. So
Yeah.
I'm
Tough
looking forward
Thursday
to
night.
seeing what that looks like this week.
Me too. That's gonna be a good game to watch. Another takeaway I had. Brees Hall for the Jets, they need to keep him. I mean, this is their offense. Justin Fields, the Jets won the game with Justin Fields throwing for 54 yards. One of those was for a pass to Brees Hall for 42 yards. So you take that away. Bro has under 15 yards passing in the game. It's crazy.
Dude, what? What?
Only
You should have
54
saw
yards.
Aaron Glenn's post game interview where he talked about um, Justin Fields, and he was just saying how like he did some good things. He was like, we only passed the ball 11 times. It's like because you guys don't trust in his arm.
Yeah.
Um, dude, I don't know if I've ever seen a quarterback. I don't want to say so bad, but God, but goodness gracious, man, 54 yards, and one of those you completed six passes. One was a pick. One was a touchdown because your running back pretty much did it on his own. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. They gotta do something quick.
And it's crazy because yeah, they won this game. They had a punt return for a touchdown. They had a kick return for a touchdown. So everybody like they won this game against Cleveland is really bad for losing this game too, by the way. But Brees Hall, he put the team on his back offensively. Really, he had 83 yards rushing, and he had that big receiving touchdown. So this is somebody that he was grounding the clock out, negative plays into positive yardage. Aaron Glenn was hyped on the sideline. This is a culture guy. To me, why make a hole on your team, another one, when you have a guy that could be a star back, especially with the identity they're trying to build, run the ball down people's throats. Brees Hall is perfect for that. So I think they should keep him as much as possible. I don't know how you feel about Trevor Lawrence, but he, just like Bo Nix, is not the guy, I don't think.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is not the guy. He's giving me Tua vibes at the moment, man. Just like can't close games out. That reminds me though, at the same time, Tua,
He hooped
they
yet
got the
last week.
dub. Is Buffalo is not like that, man. Another takeaway for you. Buffalo is not that,
It's sad.
unfortunately.
Buffalo gonna lose to everybody in the playoffs. They're gonna be a first round exit with how
If
it's
they make
looking.
the playoffs,
Yes. they're
AFC
not
is loaded.
They're not winning that division. They lose to a Dolphins team that's 2-7, while the Patriots are beating the Falcons, which have beat the Bills. So yeah, it's different. It's different out in the AFC East now. Uh, so I think yeah, Trevor Lawrence, he's not the quarterback for Jacksonville right now. I think Gladstone and Liam Cohen, they're gonna bring another quarterback in that they want because I don't know if
Yeah,
you've seen Trevor Lawrence. They needed a field goal. It was like 39-20. No, 39, 30-29. And Trevor Lawrence was driving the ball down the field, and then he got sacked, fumbled the ball, and the defensive lineman for the Texans took it for a touchdown. And it's like plays like this, this is a game he should win. But he got outplayed by Davis Mills still, which is crazy to say in 2025 for any quarterback.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, man, I don't know what they're gonna do. Even if they draft a quarterback, will that quarterback take over for Trevor Lawrence next year? I mean, probably not. I mean, they just paid him if I'm not mistaken, so I think
Just
that
got an
they're pretty
extension, yeah.
much stuck unless they do like a Trevor Lawrence Kyler Murray swap or something like that. But I don't even know if I would do that. So
uh Yeah, Kyler Murray low key would be better for the Jags. So, I mean, him,
might
uh,
be.
with what's the name, Liam Cohen. Obviously the weapons have to get healthier, but yeah, some of these games, like the elite quarterbacks are winning these football games. And right now, I don't even think he's a top 15 quarterback, which is a huge disappointment for the money he's gotten and a huge disappointment for him being a number one overall pick. Mac Jones might be the best quarterback in that class. You got Justin Fields, 54 yards passing. Trey Lance, I don't know where the fuck bro's at. Uh, Trevor Lawrence sneaking up to join, and Mac Jones resurgence here.
And Mac Jones, he's been looking good, man. Like you said, Jay Fields has probably been the worst quarterback in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Statistically, he might be one of the worst ever. One thing I'll give Jay Fields credit for is he doesn't turn the ball over a ton. But that's because he rather take a 20-yard sack than force the ball down the field. So I don't know if that's even good or not. You tell me.
Yeah, nah. Both are bad. It's a battle between both evils. But yeah, Mac Jones looks like the best quarterback in that class. Some biggest winners, losers, who you got? We talked about Buffalo. I think Buffalo's a huge loser. I don't think this is a team that like I said, is gonna make it far in the playoffs. This defense is giving up a Devon Achane had 174 yards rushing against them. Bijan had a big day against them. So this defense is not good enough to get the job done. Baltimore, I think, even their woes in the playoffs would be able to beat Buffalo. The Colts, Jonathan Taylor would run for 300 yards against their ass. The Chiefs, I don't think they would beat the Chiefs, even at their best. So this might be the end of Sean McDermott's era in Buffalo.
Yeah, they had one of the hottest starts to the season. I think they started off 4-0, and everything was clicking. Receivers look good, even though we say that they aren't the most talented group.
Yeah.
Cook was balling, O-line's blocking, defense was, playing well, including Josh Allen. Like it just doesn't look good like it
Yeah,
did
it's not a good operation.
previously. No, doesn't look good.
And they honestly should have made some moves at the trade deadline. I know they tried to get Jalen Waddle. They were going to give him a 2027 first round pick, but why would they send that type of player into their division and have to play him twice a year?
Yeah.
They should have tried to get like a Jacoby Myers, another guy, another weapon that was available, really, but not looking at every stone, being a little cheap, not upgrading this defense. Yeah, this Bills roster is not good enough to win. And I mean, I see Josh Allen be trying. He doesn't trust these receivers that he's got to throw the ball to. And I don't know who's got Buffalo Bills receivers starting in their fantasy team no more.
No, you know what? In one of my leagues, I think I did start Shakir, but Coleman is probably buried in every waiver that you can think of
Think he
at the
had a solid.
bottom.
I think he had a solid week one of these last weeks, but yeah, he deservedly so. But the Panthers, Rico Dotto, they disappointed us, bro. They disappointed us, losing to the Saints.
I
7 points only.
I know.
It was tough. That's a big loser I had
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's also one of my losers, man. It's hard, man, when the defense knows that you're running the ball every time, and
Yeah,
it's hard to do something different, um, especially when your quarterback is not
yeah.
great. Bryce
No,
Young is just not great. I think you like to say ass or cheeks is what you like to say. That's pretty much what Bryce Young is, and Rico Dotto, he couldn't put the team on his back this week, unfortunately.
yeah. They probably schemed up a nasty game plan for bro.
Yeah,
But
it was. Yeah, it was.
it's tough. I mean, I expected him to, carry the team on his back. This would have been a nice win for the Panthers, but now they're sitting at 5-5 instead of 6-4. Yeah, Rico Dotto had a touchdown, 53 yards rushing, and 18 carries. Chuba Hubbard's buried in that fucking backfield. He got like 3
He's
carries.
not. He's
Um,
not getting no love no more. It's Dotto's team.
yeah, very, very much. But I think the Panthers team's still an encouraging season. But I think a game like that, you're like, damn, we could have got that and been in a good position. Uh, Another loser I had, Cleveland Browns. It looks like, Shador Sanders might not start until Dylan Gabriel is like is dead. Damn near. That's the only way he'll start. He's buried on that fucking depth chart. Stefanski, he would rather get fired than start Shador Sanders. That's what it kind of feels like.
Yeah, and at the same time, like I don't I don't disagree with him too much, only because the media, like the attention that he will get if Shador gets one snap, the attention is just crazy, and I know he's sick of it. So I'm sure when he goes to bed at night, he regrets Shador even being on his team just because of the media.
But yeah, it's a frenzy right now. I definitely think you would give him a better shot than what Dylan Gabriel's doing right now. But this Browns team overall is just bad all across the board, other than Myles Garrett. So it's like you put him out there, he might suck because of the situation. But they have nothing to lose at the same time. So hopefully he gets an
Yeah, nothing to
opportunity.
lose.
Hopefully he gets an opportunity soon. I just yeah. I'm not too high on Stefanski keeping his job. I think he's going to be out after this season.
Yeah, I mean it's a very icky situation in Cleveland, man, because like you said, they have absolutely nothing to lose.
Nothing.
You're losing to the Jets, and the quarterback threw for 54 yards and a interception.
Yeah.
That's literally a game you cannot lose. Like it's not even possible. If you'd have ran me Jay Field stats and said he was 6 for 11, 54 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, I would have been like, wow, they got blasted.
I don't care
but
what
they
else
won.
happens in the game. That
Doesn't matter. It
and
doesn't
you
matter.
should have won that game.
You have to win that game. I don't care if they ran back 5 kicks.
Yeah,
You have to win that game. You have to. You have
something
to.
went wrong in that game. Uh, so yeah, I think the Browns are a big loser. Big winners, 3 big winners I have. And this is setting up for a fantastic game. We're going to get into this a little bit. Seahawks are a huge winner. The Rams are a huge winner, and the Patriots.
The Seahawks and Rams, man, those are 2 high power
2 of the best teams in
offenses.
the
And I'll tell
NFC,
you
yeah.
this, the Seahawks, man, they look phenomenal. The Rams obviously look phenomenal. I know Devontae went out with an injury last week. I hope he's good and ready to go for this weekend because they're going to need him versus the Seahawks.
Yeah, this is a battle between 2 really good teams. Matthew Stafford is playing at an elite level. Sam Darnold's playing good too. So 2 really good defenses. I'm hyped for this game. This is an NFC championship type of game. This is a game for the division. So I'm hyped. Both teams are playing at a high level. And then the Patriots, 8-2, got a huge victory. Trevion Henderson, right when I cut his ass in every league. I'm sick.
Finally. Yeah, you should have kept him for one. That's a guy you just stashed on your bench because Ramondre fumbles like twice a week. So, honestly, on the Travion piece, man, I think he's earned himself more carries. He hasn't been getting any carries all season. I
Yeah.
mean, like he'd be lucky to get like 7, 8 carries in a game. I think he's just. I'm not gonna say Ramondre is a bench guy now after 2 games being missing, but being out, but. Wow, Travion is super explosive, man. He finds his way through the holes, and if they run the ball on the outside, man, he's getting there and he's gone. So
Yeah, he's a
I think he's
great
deserved a
player.
little time.
He's a home run hitter too, and it's
Absolutely.
finally that he's getting the opportunity. It's nice. So yeah, those 3 teams I think had the best week. The Patriots look dangerous in the AFC, could potentially compete for a first seed. And Drake May is playing at a high level. So you have any other different big winners?
Yeah, I mean, I already told you my winners were the Ravens, but I think the Bears, man. I think the Bears were huge winners this week. Again, nobody had expectations for Chicago this year. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I don't think we really had expectations. I think we
We
were
had
just
hope, but not nothing
we had
crazy.
hope. We had hope. We always got hope. We always win every offseason every year. And the fact that we have a shot to win this division, I think we're big winners, especially with the Packers losing, the Vikings losing, and us winning. We're Bears are winners this week. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
In the league that we're in, I had to play against John Taylor, Tyler Warren, Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba. Um, so I really had no shot this week. The guy I played put up 190 points, but I do have Travion Henderson, and he started for me, and he played outstanding. He gave me a chance. There's a guy I do not have, but I know that he was a league winner this week. A couple guys, and McBride and Jamison Williams. I know both of those guys played phenomenal. McBride and Jacoby Brissett have like this crazy dynamic chemistry going right now.
Yeah,
And though they didn't get the win, like that connection that those two have,
it's
it's
special.
pretty crazy. I know a lot of fantasy managers wish that connection was with Marvin Harrison and not McBride, but McBride is just that guy. And then those are my winners. My losers, man, obviously DJ Moore. I mean,
Yeah, he
he
was
didn't
not
do
a factor.
anything.
Nothing.
He didn't even have a catch. So 0 points, goose egg. You talk about Darnold having 6, DJ Moore didn't even score a point. And then AJ Brown, I mean,
Yeah,
3 points. AJ, we're talking about AJ Brown. At one point, he was top 3, top 5 receiver in the NFL. He's coming off winning a chip and being a key contributor to the championship all season. He balled last year.
yeah.
This year, I mean, what the hell is going on in
See,
Philadelphia?
did he play yesterday? That's the type of
Yes,
question you
he
had. That
played. Like he
that kind of
played. Like
performance
what's
makes
going
you think.
on?
Devontae Smith is probably the best receiver on that team now. I mean, how he's had the season he's had this year, he's growing, he's getting better and better. I think he's that guy, the lead guy. And I think at some point, yeah, the Eagles do move on from AJ. Um, but it's just concerning when he has performances like that, especially with him being like a usual fantasy guy you could trust. I mean,
Right.
last season or the season before, he was putting up crazy numbers.
He's looked like a great like tackle, like an offensive tackle. That's all
Yeah,
he's been doing this season is just blocking
blocking.
on the outside. That's it. So shit. I mean, damn, AJ.
So
Those are my losers.
some winners I had that I, saw from a distance. They weren't on my team. I wasn't good enough to have them. I wasn't blessed enough to have them on my team. Jameer Gibbs had 38 points. Huge game by him. Jonathan Taylor, 54 points. Damn near almost 300 total yards. A lot of touchdowns. And then Devon Achane had 44.5 points this week. So big week for running backs, I guess.
Dude, on one of my leagues, I got John Taylor. I have Bijan. I have Ibuka, AJ
Damn.
Brown, trash self, Mahomes, and I still lost this week. I put up like 170.
That's crazy work. I mean, that's how it be in fantasy football. You really never know. I mean, you could really have a good week, and then in that same week, you lose to somebody that you putting up 170 points. Somebody wins with 96 points in that same week. It never makes sense.
Dude. And you know where I went wrong is Mahomes is my quarterback. He was on a bye, so I had to pick up a quarterback, and you'd never guess who I picked up.
Who'd you pick up?
Just take a guess. Just take one guess.
Gino?
Worse.
Tyler Shuff?
Jay Fields,
Oh
man. I picked up
God!
Justin Fields.
Oh God! How many points did he give you?
Dude, he had like
Negative
5
points.
points. Yeah, he had like 4 or 5 points. It was ridiculous. He had like 1 at halftime.
That's crazy, bro.
Unbelievable.
And this is somebody that used to dominate fantasy football, bro. Like I picked
Yeah,
him up
to be
just
one of
off
the ones.
I just picked him up just off what he used to do, bro. But as a bench quarterback, obviously, not the starter. But moving from fantasy, Jonathan Taylor having a dominant day in fantasy and then in real life. 1,100 yards rushing already in 10 games. 17 touchdowns already on the season, total touchdowns, 6 yards a carry, averaging 113 yards per game. Can he win MVP?
He should be the favorite right now, but in reality, that's not how football is looked at.
Yeah.
The MVP 9 times out of 10 goes to 9.9 times out of 10, I should say, it goes to the best quarterback on the best team. So I think he should be one of the favorites, but in reality, it probably would be like a Matt Stafford or someone of that nature as of today.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it. He's having a historic season. He's gonna have a better season, I think, than Saquon Barkley had last year. He's gonna break LT's touchdown record too, probably. Just the season he's having. He is the most valuable player on the best team right now. Every rule, every criteria he meets, other than not being a quarterback. So it's unfortunate, but the season he's having is crazy. Just powering this team to victory. Daniel Jones was a little shaky last week, but with him almost putting up 300 yards, it didn't even fucking matter. He could have threw for 54 yards like Justin Fields, and the Colts would have won.
Yeah, that's John Taylor, man. He's that dominant. I mean, and I think people forgot who he is just because he battles injuries, here and there, but he's been dominant basically his entire career on
Yeah.
on the Colts. So this year they upgraded the O-line a little bit. They brought in a compatible quarterback. They got some weapons on the outside, and man, he's going
Yeah, it's a great season. They do have hella weapons too. Alec Pierce even been
a
balling
lot.
lately. Him, uh, Michael
Downs,
Pittman, yeah, Downs, Tyler Warren. So
Warren.
this is a nasty team for the Colts that they got. And then their offense line is just straight up dominant. But you did mention the name Matthew Stafford. We talked a little about him having an elite season so far. If the season ended today, would you give him the MVP or Drake May? Which of these quarterbacks do you think has the best chance to win MVP?
It would be Matt Stafford, no question.
25
Matt
touchdowns,
Stafford,
2 interceptions.
yeah. Matt Stafford is dominating football at the quarterback position right now, and he's doing it his way. He's not running. He's not doing the read option. He's not doing none of that like the modern quarterback. He's playing his style of football. They get the ball to the 5-6 yard line and he's throwing it to Devontae Adams. No,
Quickly, yeah.
everybody knows it's coming. The defense knows it's coming. There's nothing you can do about it. Stafford will be my MVP if the season ended today.
Yeah, and he's playing at a high level. It's just being lethal. 37 years old, and he's lighting it up. 2,400 yards passing so far in the season in 10 games. And Puka's been hurt, but Devontae's, his receivers, they've been dealing with injuries, but he's still getting the job done. And Sean McVay, another phenomenal season by him. The Rams team looks dangerous. And the funny thing is, Stafford came into the season not sure if he was going to play this year or retire, had the back injury, and He's just been greatness this season. Drake May, though, I think does have a shot too as well. 19 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 2,500 yards passing. He has more passing yards than Stafford right now, but with how this Patriots team's looking 8-2 right now, great chance to win their division. Outduel Josh Allen, been efficient as fuck this season. I think he has a shot too if he continues that play.
Yeah, absolutely. Drake May's been phenomenal. Again, he's one of those guys I feel like we did not anticipate this breakout year from him.
No, we didn't.
He wasn't on my breakout list. And that just shows you what a little bit of work in the offseason does and what a great offensive minded players coach would do as well for you.
100%. Top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL now. Who's your list? What you got?
Okay, so my list is going to be based on today,
Okay.
and it's also going to be based on games played, things of that nature. We all know that like there's the big three, right? Lamar, Mahomes, Josh Allen, but Lamar's been hurt. Josh Allen not doing so well. Here's my list. At one, we got Matt Stafford. We already talked about him. He's been arguably the best player in football this year on the
Okay.
offensive side in terms of quarterbacks. So he's one. At two, I got Patty Mahomes. I know the record doesn't show that he should be two, but his numbers individually does show that he should be number two, leading his team in rushing. He's been taking care of the football. Every game that they've won has come down to pretty much him winning them the game.
Okay.
Your boy Drake May is at three for me. The
Damn.
team's 8-2.
Okay.
He's leading the charge. He's been that guy. So I got him at three. Four, Baker Mayfield.
I got him
Um,
at 14 right
he
now.
yeah, he's putting the team on his back, man. He's one of the few guys that's doing it on the ground as well as in the air. Ibuka's an emerging star, and that's his primary target as of late. And that dynamic duo looks great. Sam Darnold, I got him at five, probably surprising a lot of individuals, but man, he's got the offense flowing. He's taking care of the ball. He's got Jackson Smith looking like the best
Receiver in the
receiver in
NFL, yeah.
football. Absolutely. Daniel Jones, I got him at six.
That's one name I
Again, he's
forgot.
being outshined. Yeah, he's being outshined by his running back, and I totally understand. I mean, he's throwing 250, 300 pretty much every game, and all we talk about is John Taylor because John Taylor's breaking through the hole, running for 70 yards every week. So, but don't forget about Daniel Jones. Josh Allen at seven, super surprising, I bet, but he has taken a step back. His team is not winning as many games. He's turning the ball over a little bit more than usual, so I got him at seven. Lamar's at eight. We all know Lamar's one or two, but he's just getting back
Just
from
with the
injury.
injuries, yeah.
No need to explain there. Yeah. I got Justin Herbert at nine.
I got him at 9 too. That's right
Record's
at a good
good.
spot, yeah.
Okay. Record's good. They've been playing pretty well, pretty good football in that division. So I got him at nine. And then 10, I don't have Jalen Hurts. I don't have Jordan Love.
See, Willie?
I got Caleb Williams.
Yeah!
I got Caleb Williams
Let's
at 10.
go!
Caleb Williams, he's got ice in his veins. The last couple of weeks, he's been leading the charge, driving the ball down the field, winning games, which is most important. I think he deserves to slide into that 10th spot this year.
Now, let me ask you this. Is C. Willie or Iceman a better nickname for Caleb? Jaden said C. Willie Spicy.
C. Willie is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't call another man C. Willie, but Iceman is cool because he got ice in his veins. He does. He's clutch. But hey, he might like C. Willie. He got the nails done and stuff. That might be his vibe. So
Might be
he
his
might like
personal
that in the
preference, yeah.
game. Yeah,
For me, Patrick Mahomes at 1, I think I kind of went more as like,
yeah, for sure.
just how a lot of things factored in. Lamar Jackson at 2. I think the level he has played when he is been in the game, like if he's been playing as many games as Stafford, these other guys, his numbers would be insane. He would be MVP, honestly.
Absolutely.
Josh Allen at
Absolutely.
3. I'd probably move him a little down with his recent play, but I think that's a good spot. The big three stays the same. I don't have Joe Burrow on this list. You don't either. But with him not playing much of the season, he doesn't deserve to be on it. Baker at 4, like you said. Stafford at 5. He's been playing at a high level. There's an argument for him to be at 1 as well, like you said. Drake May at 6. Phenomenal play this season. Really took that sophomore year jump. Sam Darnold 7. Jalen Hurts at 8. I know it hasn't looked pretty, but he showed up. 16 passing touchdowns and 1 interception, having a really good season. Justin Herbert at 9. And then Dakota Prescott at 10. I think He's a top 10 quarterback this season with how he's played. And then C. Willie at 11.
I honestly, I had Dak on my list, and then when I looked it over again and again, I thought about the record. I know the offense has been flowing, but man, it's hard for me to put a quarterback in the top 10 who's under 500.
Yeah,
It was hard for me to do that. That's the only reason I left him off. It wasn't his fault. It was pretty much the team's fault.
right. But that's all we have for our recap for last week. Let's take a look at this next upcoming week. Any bold predictions? Any storylines you're paying attention to this week?
Yeah, there's only one bold prediction I got for you today. I normally bring you two, but I think this one needs the most attention.
Okay.
Everybody, just listen to me for 1 second. Hang in there.
Okay. I'm ready. Yeah, on the edge of my seat.
The moon is out, right? It's 10 o'clock at night. The moon is out, and we hear something loud. We hear a lady or a guy screaming, right? We're scared. We're nervous. We're like, what's going on? And then we see a bear. We see a bear attacking a lion. I know that's not possible because they live in two different environments. Hear me out though. This week, the Lions lose to the Eagles. The Bears beat the Vikings, and the Bears will be number one in the division.
Could you imagine?
That's my take.
Chicago, be
That's my take.
safe this weekend. Chicago, be safe Monday. We gonna act like we won the chip. It's gonna be crazy, and I think this is like
Yeah.
this is something I think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy, and yeah, like, I agree with you 100%. And Minnesota, I think this is a good matchup for us to see where we're at, but also still be a game that we can win. As is the Steelers the following week, so we could have multiple weeks being the top of the NFC North, which would be insane. Ben Johnson, man.
Yeah. I think it's time, man. This team has shown me enough that not only are they in my top 10, I got them. I don't know if they'll win the division, but I got them at the top of the division after this week for sure.
And then
100%.
you have a shot to win the division, though. But I think it really comes down to us the two games that I think we will lose for sure. We'll lose to the Packers once, and we'll lose to the Eagles. If we take care of business those other games, and then you think the Detroit Lions versus Bears game at Soldier Field, January 4th, will be for the division, probably. In hindsight,
Dude, you think we'll lose to the Eagles? I don't know if we'll lose to the Eagles. I really don't. The Eagles they look bad all year. Like they don't have any defining wins this year outside of maybe the first game of the season versus the Chiefs. Like
yeah,
other than that, I mean, not the Chiefs. But other than that, they just haven't looked great this year.
that's true.
So I don't know.
It's crazy because it's like, imagine like what will media say then if we go ahead and win the North this year? They already changed their tune. They already saying Caleb Williams is generational talent now after dragging his name in the media and shit. Like the tune has changed, but like for the Bears to be back on the map like that would be crazy in exciting times. My bold prediction for this week: Lamar Jackson has a Jackson 5 performance. He throws 5 passing touchdowns this week and has a big day on the ground. I think the Browns get blown the fuck out by the Ravens. Whatever the number is right now, put 1,000 on that shit. That's how confident I'm.
think I think the Ravens win this game easily. For some reason though, the Browns play the Ravens pretty well
Yeah,
typically.
usually.
So I'm interested to see how this turns out. I don't know if it will be like a blowout per se, maybe a 10, 12 point game, but um, I don't see why Lamar can't throw 5 touchdowns. I mean, that's Lamar Jackson. That's what he does. So love to take.
That's my fantasy baller of the week too. I think he has a great performance. He leads all fantasy football players with a great performance, 5 passing touchdowns, about like 300, 200 yards, and that would put him crazy enough. Like he's had 14 passing touchdowns this season, 1 interception. The Ravens keep winning. His numbers weren't as dominant against the Vikings, but I think as expected, he's gone on this run and he's dominated the Dolphins. He had 4 passing touchdowns against them, the team that beat the Bills. So he's getting ready right for the playoffs. And I think this Ravens team is the most dangerous team in the AFC right now as it stands. The defense is playing better. Derrick Henry looks, like he's getting back up to speed, but Zay Flowers has been a reliable weapon. Mark Andrews has been great in the red zone. So I think the Ravens have a shot to have their best year. Ironically, after being 1-5, they could go the furthest this year in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are the team to beat in the AFC too, or at least trending towards that direction. Maybe not as this moment stands today, but they're definitely trending towards that direction. So I'm looking forward to see, how it pans out. Lamar is my favorite player,
Mine
so
too.
I want to see him do great. Absolutely.
Do you have an upset prediction for this week? For me, I'm gonna say Cardinals upset the 49ers, and this would be phenomenal for the
Okay.
Bears. Jacoby Brissett put together a great performance. Offense has been playing well, and I think the 49ers with some inconsistencies, maybe they put Brock Purdy out this week and he plays. Even if Mac Jones is out there, I like the Cardinals to get the upset. Defense has been playing pretty well, other than last week, obviously against a great Rams team. So give me the Cardinals to upset. Get the upset.
I love it. I don't know if I'd have to sit and look and think about it just because who knows if it's going to be Mac or Brock Purdy, but the Cardinals, they bounced back last week. I know they got blasted and it was
By
a
Seattle,
blowout to
yeah.
start, but they fought though. They fought, which is what I
Uh-huh.
like to see. This week, I know this is going to sound crazy as well, but I got the Raiders over the Cowboys this week.
Let's see what the
I
line
just
is.
think that Cowboys defense is pretty bad. I think that Geno has to bounce back after the performance he put on last week. His job is literally on the line. So he's like playing
Yeah.
for his job right now.
It's
Cowboys will be done after this week.
Cowboys are 3.5 point favorites right now. So yeah, I can see the Raiders beating them. This defense, Quentin Williams is on the mix now, but I still don't think they can cover anybody. So this is a big game for Geno. NFL life is on the line probably too, because I don't know what team's going to pick him up
Absolutely.
after this. So yeah, hopefully he puts together a good performance. Hopefully it's a shootout, him and Dak. But I like that upset. Let's go to Huff's games of the week. Quickly break down these games. First game, Bears versus Minnesota. Who you got in this one? We already said the Bears, but
You
like
know, you already know.
some keys
Bear
to
down,
victory.
man. I got the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah. Bears 28-21. I think that Caleb again leads us down the field and scores a game-winning touchdown again this upcoming week. Game's tied. Game will probably be close all the way through. The Vikings have a phenomenal defense. Brian Flores, excuse me. He probably dialed some stuff up that Caleb probably hasn't seen this year yet. So it'll be challenging, but I think the Bears will come out on top 28-21.
28-21 is a good spot. How do you think JJ plays? You think he sinks up the joint?
No, he's playing our defense, and our defense hasn't been up to their standards as of late. So I think he has a decent game, but decent for him is like 150. So JJ will throw for his 150,
I
maybe
think he'll
one
throw a couple
touchdown.
picks. I think he'll throw maybe one or two picks.
At least one, at least one. I don't think they'll lose because of him,
Okay.
necessarily. I just think that the Bears are a better football team and they'll just win because they're better. That's
And
all.
yeah, Ben Johnson has had Brian Flores' number two as well. I had some really good matchups, put up some big points at Detroit against him with this offense, how they're playing. Colston Loveland, like, I don't think we're the same team when we first played them. And I think that
No,
first game, there's a lot of jitters, a lot of figuring things out. So I think the Bears handle business. I'm going to go 35-20. I like the Bears to win
wow,
by 14 points. I know that would be 15 points, but I like us to win by two possessions.
I like it.
So I got the Bears. You got the Bears. Bucks versus Bills. Give me the Bucks, maybe. What are you thinking?
Give me the Bucks in a high scoring game, 3-point game, 34-31 Bucks. I think Baker has to bounce back from last week. I don't know if Bucky Irvin will play this week, so I think that White will probably have a pretty big game.
Okay.
Ibuka, of course, have a really good game. I just don't think the Bills, man, will be able to do enough to hang in there with Baker.
I don't think so either. I think this defense, hopefully, yeah, Bucky Irvin comes back. Hopefully some of these other weapons come back in this game. Chris Godwin, maybe, but this Bucks team, they're gonna bounce back from the last performance against the Patriots. They're a team that's, usually responds pretty well. And the Bills, it seems like they're on trending on the wrong direction. So I think defensively they're rarely very gettable. So I think Baker has a great performance. He goes out there and stuns this Bills team. I think it'll be close because both teams need a bounce back win. This is a must win for both teams. So I like the Bucks 28-24, maybe. Yeah, 28-24. Seahawks versus Rams. This might be game of the week.
There's no might. This is game of the week. Um, I'm looking forward to this one, but I think Matt Stafford and the Rams come out on top and show a dominant performance in winning 36-28.
Okay,
I think
36-28.
Matt Stafford and that offense is way too high powered. I think the Seahawks have a high-powered offense as well, but I just think Stafford and the co-stars will outshine in this game.
Yeah, and I think you just trust Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay more than Mike McDonald, and Sam Darnold. So I like the Rams to handle business. It's going to be close. This is going to be a game of the year type of game. Both teams are going to be putting up points. Both defenses are going to be getting after it. So I like the Rams in this one to squeak by, like maybe a 30-20-24. Like it's just a close ass game. It comes down to a game-winning drive by Stafford.
Absolutely.
Lions, Eagles. This is a game. Hey, put on the Eagles cap. Put on the Eagles fit.
Hey, you got to. I just said the bear is attacking the lion. So with that being said, if the Bears go up in the division, that means the Eagles will have to win this one.
And I think they will.
Even though the Lions, yeah, the Lions, their offense is super high powered. The Eagles' offense is not so much high powered. So I don't think it'll be a super high scoring game if the Eagles were to win it. So I got them winning 21-20.
Okay, 21-20.
Push for game. Push for game.
I like 28-21. Lions offense has put up points, but I think Jalen Hurts, something about him with these NFC games, these big time games. He shows up down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Saquon Barkley, I think, gets going in this game. AJ Brown probably has a pulse in this one. Hopefully, he ain't out there just blocking. But I think the Eagles have enough firepower to hang with the Lions and limit them too defensively. This defense played really well against the Packers, stunned them. So I think this will be another good defensive outing for the Eagles. So give me the Eagles 28-21. Last game, Chiefs versus Broncos. What are your thoughts?
Give me Mahomes, man. Come out on top,
Oh,
24-14.
upset.
The Broncos offense, I wouldn't call it upset. Maybe Vegas would, but the Broncos offense hasn't really been there. Mahomes got all his weapons back. There's no excuses. He'll go out, he'll dominate, and they'll win the game
I think this is
by
a
10.
game. I think this is a game Bo Nix and them lose. Yeah. This will really expose Bo Nix for not being the quarterback he should be and, being the reason why this team probably won't go far in the playoffs. So I like the Chiefs in this one. I like them to win probably by two possessions. I haven't figured out a score yet, but I think they just win by two possessions. And Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, I trust them more to get this job done. Defensively, Spags is probably going to put up a good game plan against Bo Nix and, really force him to beat them. That's it for the NFL talk. Let's finish up with some NBA topics. This is one thing that I've seen. The Minnesota Timberwolves might have some interest in John Morant. What are your thoughts on that? You think that's something that could happen?
I don't, simply because I don't think Minnesota has
A
they do have the
package?
pieces to get them. They do have a package to get them, but will they be willing to let that package go? If
And
you
it's in the
get
West.
Jay McDaniels has to be on that trade block going to Memphis, and I don't think they'll trade Jay McDaniels for Ja. So I don't really see him in Memphis. I mean, I see him in Minnesota. If Ja gets traded, I think he goes to the East somewhere.
Okay.
But not Minnesota. No, I don't think
How
Minnesota.
good would John Ant be together, though? That'd be crazy.
I think that'd be a great offensive duo for sure. Be able to dominate, but the thing that I would be a little bit afraid of is Ja's not really known for catching and shooting the ball.
Yeah.
He needs the ball in his hand to be great, and Ant also needs the ball in his hand to be great. So Ja will be doing a lot of standing in the corner, which that's not really effective for him. So I don't know how great that duo would actually fit together.
And you would need Jane McDaniels to make up for, Ja's not a great defender. So getting rid of
Exactly.
McDaniels in there would hurt. And that's one of your best defenders. So yeah, I think it's probably a pipe dream. Don't think it will happen, but it's interesting to say the least. If those two could get together, it'd be fun to watch. But there
It's
are some
exciting for sure.
there are some hot teams in the NBA right now. I want to see your test your meter on how you feel about them. The Spurs, they just did it to our Bulls team. 8-2 now. Wemby had 38 points, 18 in the fourth quarter, and hit a couple daggers. What are your thoughts on the Spurs team? Are they legit second place in
Yeah,
the West right now?
they're legit. They just got D Fox back, and
He's been
one
playing well,
player
yeah.
that I'm super excited for on that team. Obviously, Wemby's great, D Fox is great, but Steph Castle, man, it looks like they're allowing him to play point guard, and they got De'Aaron Fox at shooting guard right now. if you look at Steph Castle's last 3 games, he's in double figure assists. He's like 11, 13, and like 11 or something assists.
Yeah.
So they're putting the ball in his hands. They're letting him create offense, and they got D Fox as like the shooting guard spotting up. So the Spurs, they are serious. They are for real. I didn't have them on my playoff um, a bracket to start the season. I had them as like a playing team, but it looks like they might be a playoff team over like the Mavs and the Clippers.
I know with the Mavs, we'll get into them later, but like, yeah, there's some teams that are taking some drops and not looking as good. The Warriors are struggling this season too. They're around 500 or a little bit above. Uh, but I think the Spurs team, they have all the pieces. I like even their bench, how they're playing. Devin Harper, when Harper gets back, he'll be nice on that bench. But yeah, Castle averaging 18 points per game, 7 assists a game. Then Wemby putting up performances like this, still hasn't hit his ceiling yet for how good he can be. And I like their coach. Their coach is doing a great job as well. So I could see them as a team that makes a move at the trade deadline too to add some more depth to this team. I want to see Carter Bryant get some more minutes though, as he's a defensive monster, but they're easing him into things, obviously, and he really can't score that well. But I like the pieces they got on this team.
Yeah, Carter Bryant, he's a young guy. He's not really ready for playing championship basketball, and the Spurs, they have championship aspirations. Now, if you put Carter Bryant on like the Nets, or one of the bad teams like the Utah Jazz or something like that, the Pelicans even, then he could develop. But right now, the best thing for him is probably G League, because he's not ready to contribute to winning basketball today.
Not yet. Hopefully, at some point down the road, he could be because defensively, he has the heart. He has everything like those coaches
Yeah.
love. So, another team though that's right where we didn't expect him to be. Maybe you did. I don't know. But the Detroit Pistons being the first place in the East right now. Kate Cunningham just had 46 the other night, damn near averaging a triple double. Like he's playing at a high level, MVP kind of candidate. What's your thoughts on the Pistons so far? 7-game winning streak too.
Yeah, I love the Pistons. I had them top 4 in the East, so we'll see how that pans out. They're a really well built team. I mean, yesterday, Kate Cunningham, I think he scored 46, but he took like 45 shots.
Yeah, it was Kobe
That's
like
some
type
Kobe
of
stuff.
yeah.
Seriously, and he shot 18 free throws, so that means that he probably took like 55 shots, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But no, the Pistons, they're great, and in all honesty, something we're all forgetting is they're actually missing their second best player. Who
Ivy?
hasn't played for them in a couple of years, Ivy. He didn't play, he hurt to start this season. Last year, he was pretty much out. He was averaging about 18 a game last year. So they'll plug him back in. It'll take him a month or so to ramp up and get acclimated, but he's really gonna help that team out a lot. Um, I think they could, contend in the East. Absolutely. I don't know if they'll keep the 1 seed, but they can certainly contend in the
Top
East and
4,
win
I
a
think,
playoff
is their
series or two.
ceiling. I think they could get there.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see, this team get back and have life because not too long ago, if they won, you was getting free Wingstop. Not too long ago.
Yeah.
They
It
was
was
one of
putting
those.
bags. Fans would have paper bags over their head during the game recently, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, Kate Cunningham, the year he's having, he's getting better and better. But obviously, with the shooting numbers, obviously you want to see that limit a little. But once they get Ivy back, maybe they are another team that makes a move at the deadline to make them more competitive. I think this Pistons team could be really dangerous. The team that I've been waiting to talk to you with, the Mavs. Nico Harrison getting fired. Now, this is crazy. He did you guys a favor. The Lakers gave you like a gift wrap did a gift for y'all, and then now he's out of a job. What are your thoughts on the Mavs situation and Nico Harrison?
Yeah, I think that the Lakers ownership had a meeting with him behind the scenes, and they offered him like $100 million behind the scenes,
Some
and made him
ownership in
sign like
LA.
an NDA. They made him sign an NDA or something, because there's no way you trade Luka for AD. No offense to Anthony
AD,
Davis.
yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's great, top 75 player. Like, he's a champion. But Luka, the Mavs are like 3-7, 3-8 right now. Like, if Luka was on that team, they would not be three and
No.
seven, 3-8. I guarantee it.
Hell no.
I saw a stat that said if you combine Cooper Flag and AD's points per game, Luka averages more than both of them put together.
That's crazy.
And it's legit. It's true.
The Mavs,
So I
man.
think Nico had to go. And it's not like, I don't think it's really like ownership wanted to fire him, because ownership obviously had to back this trade. You're not You're not doing this trade if the owners don't sign off on it. But the fans, they were not. Nico had to go, or the fans would stop showing up to games, they stop supporting the team, and you need fans to for the team to keep going. So they had to do it. They had to do right by the fans.
And it's crazy because if you think about it, like in terms of like Nico Harrison, his life, if he's gonna have to go out of town, he's gonna have to move into an island and shit. Death threats will never leave, bros. Like he'll always get death threats. Like Dallas Mavs fans, like getting rid of Luca, especially if Luca went to chip down the road, which we all think he can. Yeah, just trading away player like that for a buns package.
Yeah, I kind of feel for the guy. I mean, he did it to himself, especially because we never got to see the Mavs healthy either. Like Kyrie, like AD was out last year, then he's back. Kyrie goes out. Kyrie's out to start this year. Like we never got to see the team actually healthy and see what they really could do. Um, so it's unfortunate, but it had to happen.
Yeah, it's crazy work. But this Mavs team, though, you think they'll pick up things, they'll get better, or is this a disappointing year for them? Will they not make the playoffs?
You know, it's tough to say. We got to see AD get back. He's been out a little while. He obviously is a very dynamic player. He can help them win some games. So, like the game that they lost yesterday to Milwaukee, I think if they had Anthony Davis, they win that game. They were up big and they let them come back. And they also need Kyrie, but I think the Mavs can make the plan. Now, I don't know if they'll creep up to the top six. They got off to too bad of a start, but they'll be a playing team, I believe, at least.
Yeah, and it's hard too with Cooper Flag, him being a rookie, him adjusting to things, and you got Klay Thompson over there just worried about Megan Thee Stallion, not the game. Got his priorities in
Stupid.
the wrong way. But yeah, this Mavs team, hopefully they pick it up. They're a talented team. Jason Kidd's a good coach, so maybe they will get into the plan. But yeah, top 6 seed, it's not looking good for them. But that's all we got for the NBA NFL talk. Got I'll ask you about your top 10 teams. Just send that to me when you get a chance. And if you want to do like top 10 players in the NBA type of graphic whenever you get a chance, I can put that out there. But
All right, man.
great content for today's episode. A lot of things that we broke down, NBA, NFL. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We hit 1K finally, so just keep it moving. 1K to 5K to 10K to a million, whatever the path is, the road is. But yeah, just keep staying updated with us. We'll keep you updated with the best content possible. Make sure to check out Chi-Town Blitz as well. That channel helped that grow. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. As always, peace. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.